Welcome to a Trucker's Mind podcast. I'm Eddie McGee.
It's your boy K Thinks.
And we're back, man. Episode 321.
Yes, sir.
All right. Recently, a billboard about Bumble is all the rage. The billboard basically reads, okay, let's see here. Hold on. Julia Fox responded to it. But
she texted you?
No, she responded to it on, shut up, nigga. She responded to the post. But anyways, there's a large billboard from the app Bumble, the dating app, and it says a vow of celibacy is not the answer. And it shows a man and woman basically like hugging or laid up in a bed. And the messaging is fucking terrible. Basically, Julia Fox popped up in the comments and says 2.5 years of celibacy and never been better, to be honest, right? Here's my point, or here's what I have to say. We know what these apps are for now. And I think that it's fucked up to overtly promote promiscuity on your app. That's just wrong. I think that if women ever want to choose to be celibate, that's their choice. Some women need to be celibate because they can't think straight when they getting dick down all day. I'm just to be blunt, and to say that a vow of celibacy is not going to help. I don't want to speak for women, right? Some women need to take a break from dick. Some women can get dick on a regular and not be fucked up. But these dating apps are not promoting healthy relationships, bro. It's like fast food. It's like going to McDonald's and getting a McDouble. That's it. Mm-hmm. You basically going to fuck. That's it. And the scary part about it is promiscuity is an all-time high. Now, let me be clear. Being promiscuous and fucking is two different things. Being promiscuous is like you fucking and fucking and fucking, and you just running into all these people. That's irresponsible. But having sex is fine. We're all adults. We all have sex, man. But the shit that these apps are promoting is just a very toxic lifestyle.
Yeah. I agree with you. That's, we were talking about it before the podcast about how if you have like any sexualization attached to your app or anything like that, for the most part, you're not going to overtly say these things. If you're OnlyFans, you're not going to say, hey, we're the leading, porn content creation website out there. They're going to keep promoting it the way that they're promoting it, as a way for content creators to get in touch with their fans or have some sort of paywall for their content, whether it's freaking recipes or cooking or workouts or whatever. That's how they're going to promote it. But to do this it's a lot. And I think that they probably thought that they were at the forefront of something. Mm-hmm. But I just think, like you said, the messaging, usually when people choose to be celibate, they're doing it for some sort of reason. It could be a spiritual reason. It could be just a disciplinary reason. It could be, that they got out of, toxic relationship or something like that, or they're just working on themselves. Whatever reason they're doing it, I just don't think that attacking someone like that, or something like that is great promotion.
Fuck no.
You're and you can see it on display now because they're getting promotion for the wrong reasons. It's you can do that. I still think the overt messaging is a little bit much. But even if you did want to like sexualize your app, you could just say like, hey, where the message could be something along the lines of, we're not here to act like we're a dating app. We want you to have sex. You know what I mean? Like it could just be that. It could be that overt. But to kind of attack a section of people that are doing something usually for a legit reason is just kind of it's terrible messaging. In my opinion.
To be honest, they know the stats. These women are fucking. Let's just call a spade a spade. Most women are not celibate. There are some women that choose to be because it's a decision they've made. But truth be told, for every woman that's like, I'm celibate, I'm not having sex. Her friends are fucking, her cousins are fucking, everybody's fucking. And they know it. And they figure, hey, y'all fucking anyways, let's just put it on the billboard. Mm-hmm. That don't make it right, but it's the truth. And also it's promoting the fucked up message because one, there's like there are women that are saying like, I'm celibate, I don't feel like I need to do this, whatever, and then saying a vow of celibacy don't work. But then at the same time, it's women that be saying men is dogs and they cheat all the time and this and that. Well, I mean, if you're incentivizing bad behavior, why would men stop fucking? Mm-hmm. Think about it. I'm not even saying that most women should be celibate or not. All I'm saying is there's a world of women that do not like the way men behave, and I think that men in general, it should be built in you to be behaving on a higher level as a man, right? But as long as women are giving up the pussy, men don't feel the need to change. Mm-hmm. They don't feel the need to change. That's just the truth. It's a collaborative effort. All these extremely crazy astronomical amounts of single parent households is because everyone is fucking.
Yeah, a lot of sex. No protection. Mm-hmm.
And a lot of it, if you narrow it down, is from these apps. Mm-hmm. A lot of them. I guarantee you, if you look at the numbers from people who have had casual sex versus had achieved a real relationship, the numbers are staggering, bro. Mm-hmm. Staggering. Mm-hmm. That's probably why they said, fuck it. Let's just market. Everybody's really fucking. We know they're fucking. Let's just market this because, hey, why not? And this is supposed to be an app for women, though.
Yeah.
The Bumble is an app where women are supposed to be the ones that make the first move and whatnot. Back when I was using any dating apps, Bumble was the worst one. Just because it's a little like women are not built to have to make contact first with men. Mm-hmm. But I do think this app was created because so many men popped up in DMs saying wild shit.
Yeah, for sure.
Man, you got some big titties. My name is David. Like, come on, man.
That's the reason the app worked, though. It was it gave women that were probably very uncomfortable on Tinder and other dating apps like the luxury of kind of curating their own dating experience. But to what it seems like and what I kind of read was it just kind of. It got played out a little bit in terms of women got exhausted from the whole Bumble thing. And like you said, partly because they probably aren't used to, making the first move or saying the first things. And yeah, I think the app probably started to suffer because of that. But I don't know. I think the whole dating app scene is like, it seems like they're trying to push more to like an authentic version of it.
Yeah.
But it got to be like more authentic though. I don't think like poking at celibate people is like the right messaging.
It's not, but it's a little more authentic than saying looking for a relationship. Because if we're being blunt, on all of these apps, when people say looking for a relationship, no hookups, man, all these people fucking. That's what a lot of these dating apps are really for fucking. I don't have any of them. I chose to meet women out in the real world. I remember there was a time, it had to be probably about, I don't know how many months back, I just activated a dating app just to see what it was about. And it's the same nonsense. I was off on there probably 2 days and deleted the whole shit. Mm-hmm. It's a terrible way for people to meet. Mm-hmm. Like all you're doing is objectifying each person that you see. So you're looking through the pictures. You're not looking to say, man, how smart is this woman? Man, she seems like she's funny. All you're doing is looking through pictures to see how big the titties is or how big the booty is. And then, she got nice titties. Okay, let me accept that one. Oh, her booty too small. It's just objectifying people. These apps need to fucking stop. They need to just eradicate every dating app and force people to go back and socialize and get back on the real world and meet people. You are less likely to sexualize a person and just look at them only for sex when you can look at them in the eyes and have a real conversation. These apps is just like swiping through. It's just sex options. It's a bunch of weak connections.
Yeah, I mean, I think that makes sense if that's like not your goal. But if you're 21 years old and you just looking for somebody to have sex with and you own like USC or UCLA campus or something like that, then
people been doing that without apps though, bro. People been fucking since the beginning of time that way.
Yeah, but life is about like, it's just about like ease. I think progress is just like apps, just Tinder and Bumble, they just made it easier. I'm not saying it's right for society. I'm just saying like it's just like that's if that's what you're trying to do anyways. I don't know if it makes it any better.
I think that the level of convenience that we're trying to seep into certain businesses and certain scenarios, it ain't translating well. When I go into McDonald's and it's just a fucking digital screen and no customer service, I'm like, hey, who the fuck do I got to talk to get a burger in here? That's terrible. I don't like that. And I also don't think it's okay. Like if I'm genuinely trying to meet a woman face to face, it's so much different when you could look in her eyes. She could look at yours. She could get a gauge of your intentions better. Like a computer screen is a layer. It's a thick enough layer for you to not know the intentions of someone.
I would also say that I know a handful of people that that have gotten married from dating apps. Which is it's not the norm, but I'm just saying that's also like some people's experiences. It's legit. Like,
for every marriage you see, it's probably about 400 getting fucked. That's all that's happening. It's these apps are basically there for people to get fucked and go on dates. That's all it is. I've never made a deep connection on a dating app in my fucking life. Never. And I'm not trying to be pessimistic. It's just what it is. I just think that the way we perceive certain scenarios, and it's not even me objectifying women. It's just that when you go on a date with these women is trying to fuck. They really are not trying to be like, hey, what's your favorite? What's your sign? What's your favorite color? What's this and that? Because a lot of the women that's on these dates, even if they're not fucking all the time, they're serial dating. There are women that will go on a date at motherfucking 2 p.m., then another one at 8 p.m. Because they are talking to tons of men. So what happens is even if a woman's not out here fucking, there's so many guys that they're dealing with that they're reductive of the men that come up to them. They got so many different dudes that they talk to. They don't know which man's intentions are good for them. That's why I feel kind of bad for women in that way, because women be having so many dudes coming at them. But truth be told, women don't really have options. Women have options of men who want to fuck them. Women have an uncountable number of men who want to fuck them. But for men that really have good intentions for them, that number is at an all-time low. All-time low.
You don't think any of them want to date him?
Well, here's the thing. We got to be real now, Keith. The men that want to date a lot of these women, those women are not attracted to those type of guys. Because a lot of those guys don't match the criteria. And this is for everybody too. Let's say, for example, you say, hey, I'm looking for a woman that's kind. I'm looking for a woman that is, smart. That's, this, that's that, right? But if a big booty ain't attached to her, some motherfuckers don't even look at her. Okay? It's no different than women. Women say, I want a man that's caring, that takes me out on dates, that, cherishes me, that's loyal. But if he ain't 6'2", you don't want him. So this is a lot of people's downfall. They fall in love with the veneer, right? The exterior. So what they do is they just getting ran through. This is men and women. You just getting ran through with a bunch of weak connections. You done fucked all these people in these dating apps. You ain't made no connections. And you like, what's wrong with everyone? Part of the problem is you. You are so shallow that because all this kindness and loyalty is not attached to a 6'2" man, right? You also got to look at the stats. A man over 6'2" is only 3.9% of society, right? And it's no different with some of these men when they want a good woman and this and that. She might not have the ass you want, bro. She might not be double, triple Ds. And that's okay. Everybody does not have to qualify for us in order to be good partners. I just think that we're so fucking shallow. And we don't even really know, a lot of us don't even know what we really want. So we're perpetuating the problem with these dating apps. That's why so many people are just getting ran through. Motherfuckers is fucking. So yeah, man. Yeah. I don't blame any of the women that do want to be celibate and not being fake. Because I'm talking about women that are actually celibate. I don't blame them. Because maybe all that fucking is a distraction. And they need to reduce that distraction by not fucking. Because it's hard for some women to think when they getting dick down.
Yeah. Brain be cloudy.
Yeah, brain just full of dick.
Yeah.
Like he's so. Whenever women say like, "Oh my god, he's just so fucking toxic," she getting dick down.
Yeah, toxic nigga, dicking her down.
Somebody is dicking her down. It's like he's so toxic. Oh my god, I'm just so tired of this.
No, yeah, no. I mean, I don't have much to say about that. I think we kind of got away from the original idea, but yeah, I just think the billboard is. I think they got to take those down and start over and just say what you want to say. Say that you want people having sex on your app and you want to compete with Tinder and all these other apps that are thriving out here.
They said what they wanted to say already. What else do they need to say?
I don't think that I don't think that that's what they wanted to say. I think that they were trying to. I think what they really wanted to say is that we are trying to sexualize our app. We're no longer hiding it. I don't think that they wanted to say anything about celibacy. It sounds stupid.
Yeah, vow of celibacy is not the answer.
That's also not like. That's not everybody's experience on the dating app. That's like a minority of people that are, probably out here in the world that are talking about celibacy. I think they really wanted to just say like, hey, we're not shying away from this idea that our app is used for people to hook up. So I think that's what I'm saying. I think that they should just try to start a new marketing campaign.
And what would they do on this campaign?
Just be more forthcoming and stop like beating around the bush.
So like no remote, like nothing vague or nothing subliminal, just like more outright.
Yeah, just keep it a buck. Like, I don't need a double entendre. Just say what you mean to say.
Like,
this ain't like a Kendrick Lamar verse.
I remember you was on Bubble. We about to fuck. We about to fuck. We about to fuck. Dun, 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 dun. We about to fuck. Oh man.
Freaky ass nigga, US 69 God.
Once about a time, we was always in chains, fucking on dicks, trying to get the thing. Oh man, Kendrick Lamar is so crazy.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Oh man.
That's the billboard right there. He a fan.
Freaky ass nigga, he is 69 God. Freaky ass nigga, he is 69 God.
Freaky ass nigga, he a bubble app God. Freaky ass nigga, he a bubble app God. He a bag. He a bubble app God.
Celibate ass nigga, he is 69 God. Celibate ass nigga, he is 69 God.
Oh, it's comedy.
I remember you were celibate. Misusing your influence.
Misusing your dick juices.
Oh man. Oh man. What did Drake say about Kendrick? He's like, the Pulitzer Prize winner is spiraling. All right, man. We got enough of that. All right, switching gears. Kendrick versus Drake aftermath. I think after the aftermath is one, the song has fucking went crazy since then. It has went insane. It's making record numbers. And what we're watching is, Drake's security personnel, I guess, was injured or shot. And then there was another property that I guess somebody had broke into recently.
His house. He's had 2 attempts on people trying to, I don't know if they're climbing the gate or what, but they're trying to get into the residence.
Right. And the thing after is basically there's people on TikTok trying to put together clues, and it's so many people, and it's so fucking annoying. This is one thing that I do not like about Kendrick fans, and I love Kendrick, but
I despise him with
oh
passion.
My God, these motherfuckers are worse than the Scooby-Doo mystery machine. These niggas was on there like, right here in this verse, Drake said this, and I'm making a connection here because he was telling us who he was the whole time. And it's like, bro,
if you really want, like, if you got the time for it and you just want to be annoyed, like, some people wake up and be like, man, I want to be annoyed today. If you really want to be annoyed and you're not like a super duper like Kendrick Lamar fan, you could definitely do a deep dive on TikTok.
Yeah.
I seen a thing to where, and mind you, this is all speculation.
Yeah.
It's all theories. There's a theory that Kendrick Lamar got Drake to diss himself on Poetic Justice, right?
Which is wild.
And they were saying that they think that Kendrick Lamar wrote Drake's verse. And there's a bar in there where we basically say like I gotta right my wrongs by writing a song or something he says. There's some line at the end of it, you know. And they were like Kendrick Lamar knew that
Wait,
Drake.
ain't that a Jay-Z bar?
Yeah. It's
Right,
I mean
my
it's
wrongs helped me write this song. That's
yeah,
a Jay verse.
for sure.
Go ahead, bro. I'm sorry.
But yeah, so they were saying that they think that Kendrick Lamar wrote Drake's verse on that song, and they think that, and they're like, we all know that Drake is just he's just a copy and paste type of artist. So, when he got the reference track, he didn't do the deep, he didn't really think about the verse at all. He just kind of went in and said the words. So Kendrick Lamar has like created the best diss of all time. And I'm just like, basically saying that Drake is dissing himself because he doesn't write his own lyrics, and the only way, because they said something along the lines of like, I can't right my wrongs until I write my song. Something about that. I forget the actual lyrics. But yeah. So that's the level of like depth that these fans are going into. And it's just like, dang, imagine if you did that with your like personal life.
Absolutely.
Like trying to strive for something.
Yeah, why you got shit stains in your drawers? You can figure out everything about Kendrick, but your drawers got doo-doo in them.
Yeah.
Bro, the amount of women that are getting online saying that men don't wipe their ass right is wild.
I remember you forgot to wipe your ass.
I remember you was wiping. Dude. We're gonna come. I swear we're gonna come right back to it, Keith. Fellas, wipe your ass, please. It's too many women out here saying that you don't wipe your ass and you don't clean it.
Yeah.
This one girl had a horror story about a blowjob she was given.
Oh, my God.
She said she was giving the dude a BJ, and she went to lift the balls to give him some balls licking, and she said he had doo-doo on his balls.
This is what I would say. This is what I would say. Sometimes it takes a good 6-7 minutes to, it's different consistencies. We might have ate, we might have had like a little Thanksgiving holiday, little, family get together, and the food might, it might be kind of, coming out a certain kind of way. So it's going to take some time to really get it clean back there. And it might take a few wipes. You just got to sit there and keep wiping. Your arm might get tired or whatever the case may be, but you just got to keep doing it. And sometimes it might just be a couple like a little quick little whip, a little whoop whoop.
Yep.
How Wallow say it.
Whenever you get tired of wiping, just think about that Eminem song. If you had one chance. And just wipe your ass while you're thinking about it.
Yeah.
You might need some motivation, but
his knees weak, arms are heavy. It's doo-doo on his paper towel already.
His stomach was messed up, mom's spaghetti. He's nervous. He's shitting on his balls. Santa Claus balls. Harrison Ford while I'm in my Porsche, horse and Norse. This nigga Eminem, I don't know what the fuck happened to him. Yeah, but yeah, that's fucking disgusting, fellas. We gotta do better. I ain't talking about me. I clean my balls, but it was one girl that posted a video where her breaking up with her dude. She was doing his laundry, bro. She pulled his laundry open, and his drawers had a big streak of doo-doo on them. She says, "What the fuck is this?"
She was mad.
She was fucking distraught, man.
Dang.
She's like, "I can't believe I sucked your dick. I'm done with you." Like, it was like legit. He was like, hey, what you doing? Why you doing all that? You ain't got to be doing that.
She broke up over him off the doo-doo stains?
Hell yeah, she broke up with him. I don't blame her.
Dang.
That's like me finding a woman and she got a bunch of discharge everywhere. Just discharge everywhere, and her drawers stink. That ain't gonna work.
Yeah.
That's a bad hygiene, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we done jumped off the Kendrick shit, man. We got to get back on the back on topic. Yeah, man. Look here. when it comes to Kendrick, man, there's been so much speculation from people, and people are making definite statements like, see, Drake is the type of dude that will still, it's like, bro, you don't know Drake.
You don't know Drake.
There is a massive layer between you and Drake. Your realities don't even intersect at all.
It's crazy because what happens is, and I catch myself not this deep into it, but like, you know, just thinking like, I don't even think I follow Drake on Instagram, but do I follow him? I think I might follow Drake. Mm-hmm. Either way, when you see his Instagram, when you see his post, and he like posting his mom for Mother's Day, or he posting you know, his house or something, like he's be doing these cryptic messages and stuff. He posting videos of his son playing basketball. You be like, dang, you feel like Drake is your friend, but it's like what Kendrick Lamar say? I forget
He's not your savior.
Yeah, J. Cole might have said such and such, but he is not your savior, or whatever. You know, whatever the line is.
Well, hold on. There's a little bit of a hypocrisy there, because the same man that says, I am not your savior, so and so is not your savior, is the same nigga walking around with a crown of thorns on his fucking head.
Yeah, it's true. But my point is that we as consumers of their music tend to feel like we're a little bit closer to these people than we really are. Y'all follow
I don't know these niggas, man.
Yeah, y'all follow Kendrick Lamar's burner page, Juju Ruski or Jojo Ruski or whatever his name, whatever it is, and you think that you is like, you know, like you is day one. You know, that nigga does not know you. If he's seen you on the street, he might say hi, but he's not going to know your name or nothing about you. You just consume his music. So I think that we just got to keep reminding ourselves that you don't know Drake, you don't know Kendrick Lamar, you don't know Top Dog, you don't know their record deal, you don't know how much money they got, you don't know where they live, you don't know none of this stuff. So y'all just got to chill.
I know for sure Drake has a burner page. I'm positive he does.
Why you say that?
I just feel like a person as big as he is, that people say the wild shit that they say, you gotta have a burner page. You gotta like be one of those guys that got like a weird avatar, because supposedly they said Kevin Durant had one. Now I'm speaking out of my ass. I don't fucking know if he has one or not.
Yeah, you got to be careful with saying definitive statements, because the conversation we're having is about people having definitive statements.
But you see how I prefaced it? Mm-hmm. I've said, like, I don't know. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to be out here telling people I know for a fact. Even if I make the statement, I can still recant it and say, hey, look, I don't, or resent, what do you call it? Recant, or what do you call it? Revisit, whatever. Mm-hmm. Yeah, possibly. You that big, people saying crazy stuff, you get right in there with them and start mudslinging against the other bots.
I feel like Drake is, I don't think he got a burner account just based off of the way that he actually tweets. Like, I think burner accounts is for like guys like Kevin Durant that don't have like a, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I think Kevin Durant also started tweeting a little different after he got it, like his burner account got kind of figured out. You know what I mean? Like now he'll go out of Skip Bayless or, you know, like Stephen A. Smith or something like that. But yeah, I don't know if Drake got one.
Yeah. I mean, look, here's the thing, man. But where we are with the Drake and Kendrick shit, there's not a whole lot of more developments in it besides people with these, you know, conspiratorial things they're saying about Drake's trying to sell all his houses so he could flee the country, and this nigga been selling his house for years. He sold his California home last year, so it's not like this is new, right?
Yeah.
That's one thing, and then also the song. Here's one thing I will say, right, before we go to another subtopic within this conversation. A lot of people, it's been like extremely one-sided when it comes to people fucking with Kendrick. And I love Kendrick, but it seems like everybody that was on Drake's dick, they hopped off his dick, now they on Kendrick's. Now, Kendrick made a dope-ass song, They Not Like Us, is a fucking hit record, right? But, a lot of what Kendrick releases on this album is not comparable to this, right? Now, the album Damn was dope. It had a lot of slappers on it. But after that, you know, Mr. Morale is very, like, it's got songs like Mother I Sober and, you know, what's the other ones he got? Like N95. Like certain songs are not like club records. They're like think pieces, right? They're like deep think pieces. And the moment that Kendrick Lamar drops his album and it's not on par with They Not Like Us, all them Drake fans gonna jump off Kendrick's dick and go right back to Drake. Because Drake has a bunch of casuals. I love Drake too, but Drake is the type of guy that has fans that love him because they know what he gonna bring to the table. He been dropping bangers since 2009. Okay,
yeah.
So they know that's what he's going to do. And since Kendrick has dropped an album that squashed Drake, they like, oh, I got no choice but to be on fucking Kendrick's dick now. Mm-hmm. So now they jumped off over there. But the moment, because this history always repeats itself, right? The moment that they don't get what they want, they gonna jump off. I also liken this to the Cat Williams effect. Cat Williams sat across from Shannon Sharp and he said all this shit about people. He insinuated that Kevin Hart was an industry plant, right? And for weeks, you seen people in Kevin Hart's comments, and they was leaving a gif in there with Cat Williams and calling him a sellout and calling him an industry plant. All this shit for weeks and weeks and weeks. And then that shit died down. And in addition to that, Kevin Hart was just dropping new stuff on there like, hey, I got deals on Fabletics, dropping his Fabletics. Hey, I got a new movie coming out called Flight. Boom. Hey, he was just promoting extra stuff. And then some people in the comments was like, damn, I ain't never seen Kevin Hart promote products this hard. Yeah, he definitely an industry plant. But all he was doing was using his products to wash y'all out.
Yeah, I hate the internet.
Yeah, he was just using his products to wash y'all out because y'all was giving him the most attention y'all ever gave him. And flash forward, Kevin Hart was the host of Tom Brady's roast. This shit did nothing to him. And the same shit that's happening to Drake right now, people think like, oh, his career is over. BBL, Drizzy, and Kendrick killed him. It's over. And let it another few months. Give it a few months. And everybody gonna be right back on Drake's dick. Especially if the artists that Drake has worked with, when they don't step away from him, that's gonna keep him relevant. When 21 don't walk away, when Lil Baby don't walk away, when he's still collaborating with top artists, that's gonna keep him solid.
But after Drake got outed, which that's another part of this whole like beef that is kind of annoying. The whole Pusha T thing, like Drake was not hiding his son. Right. He says, and I take him at his word because I don't think there's nothing to lie about. He said when the song came out, we were still trying to figure out we're still going through the DNA test. You know what I mean? So, but I think that I said that to say the last time Drake was in the whole Pusha T thing, he dropped Scorpion and he had like 3 #1 records on that album. So, I mean, y'all could count Drake out if you want to, but that nigga's different.
Yeah.
Pusha T said you're hiding a child, and he went to go have like, and mind you, Drake was not like he was a successful like Billboard artist. Like he had a couple #1s with like Rihanna and like features and stuff like that. But when he did Scorpion, that's when he was going crazy.
Oh
like,
yeah,
he had
fucking
like
nuts.
I think God's Plan and Nice for What. And,
Scorpion went crazy.
Yeah, all these songs. So it's like, y'all just gave him the motivation to like go try to like dominate the Billboard.
If Drake drop another Scorpion level album, oh god damn, everybody gonna forget about this Drake.
It's over.
It'll be over.
Yeah,
and
good music is the ultimate equalizer.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
I will say this too. There have been people that have been capitalizing on the moment, and this proves that hip hop is the biggest thing and event in the whole fucking world. Right? Okay. The Biden administration is using Kendrick Lamar diss against Trump. All right. And this is what they did, which is fucking corny. It says President Joe Biden's campaign team waded into the Kendrick Drake feud this week using Kendrick Lamar's diss Euphoria to attack former President Donald Trump. Lamar and Drake have been trading insults back and forth several weeks in a series of songs that captivated social media users. The rapper's beef would be traced to 2013, blah, 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 blah. Okay, whatever. But this is what they did. This is what they put. They put an ad, literally. You know those smear campaign ads? Mm-hmm. They used that against Trump, but this is what they did. It's always been about love and hate. Now let me
say I'm the biggest hater. I hate the way that you walk, the way that you talk. I hate the way that you dress. I hate the way that you sneak this. If I catch flight, it's gonna be direct.
Okay. So as you can see, they took that and used it, and they put a picture of Trump there. This is what they're doing. Hey, you know what's cool? Let's try to distract black voters. Let's make them think that we really care about black culture and hip hop, so we could steal votes. That's the way. That's what I thought. That's what I seen when I seen that.
Yeah.
Now I'm not a fan of Trump, but this nigga Biden been making me miss Trump, and I don't even like him. Right? First of all. Second of all, don't try to motherfucking put this hip hop shit on there when your ass giving all this money away to fucking Ukraine.
The cool part about it is like, you know, Joe Biden kind of leaning into that. To be honest, Donald Trump was a little bit more cultured than Joe Biden ever was. You know, Donald Trump had relationships with, you know, hip hop artists and, you know, even songs about him and stuff like that. So
the hip hop blacks love me. They love when they love when I go to Mar-a-Lago. I had a relationship with the RZA, the Jizza. They had the albums. The albums were very fine blacks. The rap blacks are definitely different people.
The rap blacks,
they definitely support the movement. He was like, God damn. Joe Biden was like, the blacks love my hair on my legs. They rub my legs down. And then they come down to Scranton. Yeah. Oh, here's another one. Oscar Mayer also doubled down on this shit. Oscar Mayer had a picture on Instagram, and it was written in mustard on the hot dog, BBL Glizzy.
They missed the opportunity.
I mean, they took advantage of it a little bit.
That's a little excessive. BBL Glizzy is wild. I'm saying they could have had an opportunity to have a mustard on the beat or so, you know what I mean?
Well, that's good. Mustard on the beat, but they
don't sell mustard.
But they probably would have to fucking pay DJ Mustard for using that line.
But they're saying BBL Glizzy, that's somebody else's.
That's true. Drake gets clowned by Oscar Mayer with BBL Glizzy hot dog campaign. It says it's no secret that Drake's current 20v1 debacle has been a huge moment in hip hop, but evidently the viral beefs have also reached some unlikely candidates. Recently, meat and cold cut brand Oscar Mayer decided to hop in, trolling the Canadian hitmaker with the new BBL Glizzy campaign. For those who don't know, Glizzy is slang for hot dog, which is the company who is using the feud to promote. The campaign is a nod to Metro Boomin's recent BBL Drizzy contest, which saw the producer cook up a beat and offer cash reward for his favorite submission. Last we reported it was up to $10,000. Oscar Mayer official Instagram account posted a photo of two hot dogs earlier this week, spelling out BBL Glizzy and condiments. The only beef we care about now, BBL #Glizzy. They captioned the post boldly tagging both Drake and Metro.
I feel like this is how I look at it. I've heard certain podcasters, they'll say like I'm talking about like Charlemagne or Joe Budden or some of these guys. They'll be like, hey, they'll report on something, but then they'll be like, I'm staying out of these street beef. You know what I mean? If it's like, say it's like two New York gangster rappers, they'll be like, yo, this happened, you know, yesterday, this person got shot, this person got into a fight at a bar or whatever, but I'm staying out of these street politics because, you know, I know that this is some real stuff going on. I think that some of these brands, I see that they're trying to capitalize off of like a trend, but I think that they should stay out of it in that. They're too like, you're almost like picking a side, which is kind of weird for a brand that sells like, you know, lunch meat and stuff like that to pick a side. I just think that's a little corny. I think there's more creative ways where you can kind of engage in the beef, but yeah, I think that's a little much for my taste.
Yeah. I see what you're saying. I guess you're insinuating, since it's a popular opinion that fucking Drake lost that beef, it's easy to just kind of like play on that.
Yeah, you're just kind of like dogpiling, you know, in a sense.
I don't think anyone's pointing out what's happening right now. Right now, there's going to be a culture shift, and you want to know why? people are moving away from BBLs. There is a lot of slander towards BBLs lately. There are a lot of jokes towards BBLs lately. And I'm sure that the BBL community is not very happy that everybody is making a mockery of their struggle. The BBLQIA plus community is not okay.
Why would you say
with that being done? Okay. I've seen a few nice BBLs. I've seen some BBLs up close. It's really nice. But most of them look like a fucking science project, right? So most of them don't look that great. So I think that's where the joke comes in.
Got to get your money back.
Yes, yeah. Some of these BBLs are crazy. That's why BBL Drizzy was a joke. But you got to understand, imagine having a actual BBL, right? You have a BBL and you see BBL Drizzy going viral and everybody's laughing at it. And you got this thing connected to you. You got a whole fabricated ass. And you hear BBL Drizzy and everybody like, yo, BBL is crazy, yo, he got a BBL, ha, ha, ha. Yeah. You even got Oscar Mayer putting BBL Glizzy, the biggest hot dog brand in the fucking world.
BBL Glizzy, it's just tacky. Do better, Oscar Mayer. That's why I don't cut no slack to these like marketing companies, right? Because they're paying marketing teams and or people hundreds of thousands of dollars, you know, to run these campaigns, and they're just stupid. Like, and that might have just been a little tweet. I don't know if there was real marketing budget behind it, but that's just like, just do better, man. That's so terrible.
It's lazy.
Yeah, it's lazy.
It is lazy, but there's no reason why our fucking government and Oscar Mayer should have the same sales pitch.
That's trash.
Y'all niggas supposed to be standing up for the American people. Y'all got a diss track towards Trump, which was weak. Y'all both, first of all, Biden too old to even know what, he's like, this is rippity rap? Is that what this is?
Yeah.
You see when he had to introduce LL Cool J, he didn't even remember his name. You see that?
What do you call him? LLJ Cool or something?
LLJ Cool, guys.
I was like, yeah, it's a show.
J Cool's got some muscles on him, doesn't he?
Yeah.
I'm like, come on, man. Like, this is...
Yeah.
I'm tired of the same old song and dance, bro. We need a third candidate that we all really fuck with, because I don't fuck with either one of these guys.
Yeah.
This shit ain't fair to the American people. You got these two old ass motherfuckers in there, and you got one dude giving all the goddamn money away to Ukraine. You know what I'm saying? You got a whole genocide going on over there in Palestine, and then nobody really. It seemed like there's a intentional, like, ignoring of that as well. Have you seen what that shit look like? Palestine?
No.
God damn. That shit look like it looks like, if you think of what a genocide looked like, that's what it looked like, bro. Like, the buildings is knocked the fuck off. Like, they show what it looked like before and after, and it looks like fucking World War II. You remember how like when the tanks came through and they was knocking buildings down, it was fragments all over the place, and it leveled the buildings, and it was just a bunch of dirt and mud. That's what's happening over there.
Yeah.
And we need to give aid to Ukraine. Like, as much money you give Ukraine, what's going on?
Yeah.
What the fuck is going on? I'm not going to dip and dive too much into the Palestine thing, because I don't know enough to have a long conversation. But I will say it is definitely an issue, a serious one. But all that goddamn money, man, and the best you could do is a Kendrick verse towards Trump.
Yeah, it's trash. It's so trash.
Americans is having a hard time paying for shit right now. You know, it's so bad. McDonald's getting pressured recently. McDonald's was getting pressured about the prices, so they thinking about coming up with a $5 meal.
Yeah, I've seen that.
You seen that? It's that bad. Like,
meals it's too expensive. You're spending like $15 to get a meal. You know,
it's like
15,
bro,
$16 to get a single meal, fries, drink, and a burger. That's crazy.
Okay, let's see what is in this meal. McDonald's is considering a $5 meal to win back customers. Here's what it says. McDonald's is considering adding a $5 meal to its menu across the U.S. as a way to coax customers back into its restaurants. According to a source familiar with the plans, the meal would include a choice of either a McChicken, a McDouble, or 4-piece chicken nuggets, as well as fries and drink. The person told CBS Money Watch leaders of McDonald's corporate offices are still in the talks with franchise owners about introducing the $5 meal, the source said. What does that remind you of, Keith?
I don't know.
That $5 meal, Keith, what does it remind you? What restaurant has it already?
Taco Bell?
God damn, nigga.
I don't know.
Wendy's, nigga.
Oh, Wendy's. Okay. Yeah.
Damn. Wendy's had the 4 for $4. They still actually got the 4 for $4, but they don't promote it. They got the biggie bag now that's $5 to $6.
Yeah, that's a good deal.
The only problem is it's 4 nuggets, man. I'm a grown ass man eating 4 nuggets. That shit is depressing.
Yeah,
but it's
give me more nuggets.
Yeah, but it still gives you the option to to afford something. You go through a drive-through and you get a drink with it and everything, man.
Mm-hmm.
But it's crazy. You go to McDonald's, man, these combos expensive.
McDonald's is stupid expensive.
And people will call you broke, like, oh, you broke. You just saying this is expensive. Nah, bruh.
Yeah.
That shit expensive, bruh. Mm-hmm. You go to McDonald's, one McChicken, damn near $5. It was like $4 or some shit now.
Yeah.
Like, these, bro, I remember McChickens was literally 99 cents.
When you had a dollar menu. You don't even got a dollar menu no more.
Fuck no. Dollar menu been gone probably a decade.
Yeah. That's what I was telling my mom. I was like, man, you can't even, they're not going to, the Dollar Tree is going to have to change their name. They're just going to have to call it like the Tree or something.
First of all, Dollar Trees are closing. First of all, They got some open. They're not closed as a franchise, but a lot of Dollar Trees is closing. And the 99 cents only, which is a California store, is done. I live near a 99 cents only store, and it was so fucking sad watching it close down. Because that store was like a beacon of hope to poor people. People would have had low income could go to the 99 cents only store.
Paper,
you get your
toothpaste,
fucking cans of chili, noodles, sandwich meat, whatever
drinks,
you had.
Yeah.
Drinks, chips.
I think that there's a thing in business called a SWOT analysis, where you go over like your strengths, your weaknesses, opportunities, and then threats. If anybody did like a thorough SWOT analysis on the Dollar Tree or 99 cent only, they would see that one of the threats to their business would be actual inflation.
Absolutely.
And if you knew that year over year it's going to increase by, I don't know, like 10% or something like that, you would realize very quickly that, yeah, this is not sustainable to have our prices be, only $1. So
I feel bad for poor people in today's world because it costs so much money to be poor.
It does. Yeah.
When I grew up, man, there were a lot of things that we had and outlets that we had that allowed us to actually stretch food out and to actually not have, you didn't have to have a lot of money. There was times because when we had me and my dad would have like $15 and we'd be broke until some type of the money came. We go to the 99 cent store, we could get packs of meat, we get bread, we get chips, we get drinks, and we would get fucking like honey buns or something. Mm-hmm. And it lasted us days. You know what I mean?
You can't do that.
You can't do that no more, man.
15 would be gone. And like if you actually did a grocery shop for with $15, you might be able to, if you get like a pack, if you got like ground beef or something like that, you might be spending like $5 something.
Hell no. What you mean for 1 pound?
Mm-hmm.
Probably like $7.
$7?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's already gone. If you get 2 pounds of chicken, you're going to be in that, you already probably tapped out. You probably going to spend like $14 or something like that. So
yeah, man.
Yeah.
It's so tough.
Gone are the days.
It's so tough, man. I just feel horrible for these people. And also, growing up, we had some food stamps too, man. And I feel like I'm gonna keep it a whole 100 with y'all, right? I'm blessed enough to where I have money after I pay all my bills. But let me be very clear. I'm not rich. I'm not acting like I am, and I don't got it like that. I do okay. But here's the thing. The average American should be having a food stamp card. I'm keeping it a buck. The average American, I don't give a fuck if you make $85,000 a year. If you make $90,000 a year, Americans should have food stamp cards because the cost of shit is so fucking high that when you pay your mortgage or you pay your rent and you pay your gas or whatever you're paying for, after you've done all that and you buy groceries, that grocery bill is not cheap.
Yeah.
It's not cheap, especially if you want to eat remotely health conscious. Yesterday I went to the store. I spent about $185.
God dang.
Yeah. I spent $185, man.
That's a lot.
Yeah. But I mean, I got ground turkey. I got fucking egg whites. I got regular eggs. I got almond milk. I got a couple like protein snacks. And I forgot something else. But like when you want to eat remotely health conscious, it's going to cost a little more, but it should be $185. I wasn't even spending that amount of money. Mm-hmm. And I was buying the same shit years ago. And that shit would be like $88. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. $86, $79. Mm-hmm. But now that shit's almost $200.
Yeah.
So it's like, God damn, man.
Yeah, it's a different world for sure. This inflation is what I was gonna say. The reason why I would agree with you is because there are people that are middle class, people that are making like $70,000 a year or whatever, that are buying food stamps from people.
Yes,
you know, and I don't know if they necessarily like need them or would like die without them, but you know, it's definitely a thing where
yep.
They're doing it because that's what they can afford, and it helps them, it helps their household by being able to get $100 in food stamps for $50 in cash, so yeah, that's a real thing. But I think going back to this Kendrick and Drake thing, it seems as though cooler heads have prevailed. Top Dog has kind of said that the beef is over, and it was kind of dumb. I mean, I wouldn't say it was dumb, but it was kind of like it didn't really make sense what he was saying. He was basically saying like, yo, we had a beef, we kept it all on wax, nobody got hurt, it didn't spill over into the streets. But it's like Drake's house got shot.
Yeah.
Somebody got shot in front of his house.
Yeah, I think that this should officially be the end of these beefs, because these niggas is almost 40 years old, and there shouldn't be any type of like aftermath. It should just be everybody goes back to their lives. But and I'm not here to say that Kendrick did anything, or I don't have any information in that regard, but it should be nothing. Nothing should be happening after two men in their late 30s have a rap feud. Absolutely nothing should be happening.
Yeah.
And I said this on the podcast like 3 podcasts ago that hip hop needs a rebrand. We need to stop this. We shouldn't have the best artists going at each other. It's the most popular genre in the world, and 2 black artists are going back and forth, and the whole world is watching 2 black artists go back and forth and confirming the biases of people that don't even like black people. You got 2 dudes saying disgusting shit about one another, and the whole world listened. Mm-hmm. I'm not saying that it's our job to appease the masses, but I am saying it is our job as a culture of people. We're less than 13. Well, no, we're 13.6% of the population, but literally we have the biggest world attention within a genre that's ran by black people.
Yeah.
Like hip hop is a black genre. I don't care about all this political correctness. Like, no, actually, because Eminem's in there and blah, blah, blah. No, hip hop is a black music, legitimately black music. Mm-hmm. Some people try to say like, have these things about country or whatnot, but we ain't gonna go there. But the origins of country is black also, but that's a debate for some other time.
Yeah, go buy the book.
What's it called?
Insert Charlemagne's.
What's it called? Black Country?
My Black Country or something like that.
My Black Country. All
it's a couple
origins.
Documentaries and stuff coming out as well. I think there's one on Hulu.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's legit.
Yeah, I think I heard Jelly Roll talking about it too. Shout out to Jelly Roll, bro.
Yeah.
Jelly Roll.
It's a. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, you good, man.
I was gonna say, there's a guy named Shabuzi. He has
The black dude with the dreads. He's really fucking good.
he has a bar song out right now.
I've been
that's
listening
going
to him
crazy.
for years.
Yeah. He is that bar song. It's kind of like a interpolation of Tipsy by Jaquan. So yeah, that song is popular.
He got some straight legit country songs too, though. Like without very many rap elements, just straight country. He got one song. He got one song from years ago. I think it's like the song came out in like 2018 or 19.
Yeah.
Called "Winning Streak." You heard that one?
No.
This is how it feels to have a winning streak, baby. That shit go hard. You ain't heard that,
No. The
Bro.
first song I heard of his was the bar song.
bro? Shabuzi is fucking dope, bro. I think what it is because I'm in a truck at work. I just hear so much fucking music, bro. Like I hear so much that. Like artists, people be like, hey, have you heard this or that? I'll be like, bro, I heard that shit 3 years ago. Like, how did you? Like, I was up on fucking what's his face, Russ back in like 2017.
Yeah, I heard Russ. No, I heard Russ in like 2016.
Really,
I heard him when I was in college.
really? Is that when he popped up?
Yeah, he was doing his thing.
Yeah, damn. Hold on. What year was this? 2018. Yep, 2018 when this came out. All right. I don't want to get a strike.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
yeah.
But no, I think and I think they're able to get out of there like scot free. But I still don't agree with what Top Dog said because that Drake's house didn't get shot up. The only thing we know that Drake was, and I'm not saying it was Kendrick Lamar, but he was beefing with other artists. You know, it was a plethora of artists at
Like
this
The
nigga.
Weeknd,
It was a
supposedly.
20v1. So what the is this a 20v1 nigga? Like that's really what it was. Or is like you said, The Weeknd, A$AP Rocky, Rick Ross, Future, Metro Boomin,
Probably was The Weeknd.
Cash, what's Nav?
Was it Cash Doll, you said?
No.
Who?
Nav is an artist.
Yeah, the Indian guy.
Yeah.
You got beef with Nav?
Yeah. And then
Nav has got a weird rap voice.
yeah, I haven't heard too much of his music.
Everybody hating on me. I don't know what's going on. Y'all be tripping on me because you don't know my song. Y'all be singing along. That's how he really raps.
Yeah. He Canadian.
He Canadian, but he Indian too.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's a lot of Indians out there in Canada.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
That's what's up.
That's a
Shout
lot.
out to Indian Canadians.
The Weeknd, I wouldn't be surprised if The Weeknd tried to put a hit out on fucking Drake. Like, ooh, yeah. Drake was talking crazy to me. Oh.
That's wild. Yeah, I don't know what's going on, but I say that to say that we all that we do know is that this happened while he was in the midst of a rap beef, and I'm not saying it's Kendrick Lamar or whatever. I'm just saying that it's not. This didn't happen 2 months ago when he was just on tour or whatever. This
Right.
happened in the midst of him talking crazy to everybody on a rap song. So, yeah, so we'll see. You know, hopefully, you know that it. I don't say it was a random act. That sounds kind of weird, but hopefully, it just nothing more comes of this, and hopefully the security guard is okay and he's recovering. But yeah, that's a lot of dark energy to be surrounded by. You know, shootings and break-ins and helicopters flying over your house and stuff like that.
Fucking The Weeknd.
Yeah.
I put you on top. I put you on top. I made Drake so proud. And no believe when times were rough. When times were rough. I shot at Drake's house. Oh no, to me. So call out my name.
This nigga's really singing.
I can see them doing that, like shooting at Drake's house, like, oh. Oh man,
Yeah. Shout out to J. Cole, man. He's still he's still the winner in this beef. Obviously, monetarily, Kendrick Lamar
J.
is
Cole's
probably up right now, but J. Cole is mental health wise.
I can see him like, man, y'all niggas crazy.
That is not a J. Cole impression.
That's a bad one, right? That's a bad one.
You can't impersonate J. Cole.
Yeah, that's a bad one. I'm gonna stick to,
If somebody got a J. Cole impersonation, you the GOAT.
yeah, I tried, man. My voice inflection. J. Cole.
Yeah. Also, I think another winner is Childish Gambino because he just dropped his album and he's like trending right now. So off the back of it's just giving us something else to talk about outside of this freaking rap beef that's been kind of brewing.
What's garbage to me is people starting up their little whack ass beefs after this. Like they're trying to capitalize on the moment.
Yeah, I see that.
What's this called? Atavista?
Atavista.
Oh wow. Oh, he just made it basically a deluxe album.
No, it's not a deluxe.
Yes, it is because it's got Time on there with Ariana Grande from the last album.
It's not a deluxe album. He took the last album off, and he basically finished the album. That's kind of it's not a deluxe. What it is? Yeah. So 315.20 is not on streaming services. It's the same album. It's just he basically said I didn't finish the album. I kind of put it out without mixing it, mastering it.
He did it during COVID.
Yeah. So he said he thought the world was going to end and all this other stuff. So, and he was in a dark place. So he said I stripped it off the streaming platforms. I added more songs. I kind of tightened it up a little bit.
I feel bad for people who loved it though.
It's still. I mean, most of the songs are still on there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, you could probably find those songs somewhere else, but I would say like 75% of the same songs.
That song with Ariana Grande is dope though.
Yeah, in time.
Yeah, that shit is dope.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that was what that concert that we witnessed prior to COVID was so dope in 2018 with Gambino.
Yeah,
and that was in December, right?
Yeah,
it was. It was around Christmas time.
I've been to. You can't really compare a rap concert to other concerts. Maybe like Kendrick. I haven't been to a Kendrick concert, but just like from the videos and stuff that I've seen of his last concert, they look pretty crazy, like artistically.
Right.
But God dang, Childish Gambino's concert was like elite. And I've seen Usher, but I've seen Usher when I was like in the 6th grade. So I don't like the actual concert. I don't remember much about it. I just remember being there, and I was kind of like very, I was in the nosebleeds a little bit. But I've been to J. Cole and obviously like Childish Gambino. But Childish Gambino, his concert was like, it was just like, I don't even know how to. Yeah, it was just like
so fucking loud.
Yeah, like the sonics of it, the music sounded amazing. The choir, the background singers, the dancers, like the lights and all this other stuff, like
the demand for you to enjoy the moment from him was probably one of the biggest contributions on his end, because he was like, hey, he's like, everybody, I want you to put your phones down.
Yeah.
So everybody put it down, and everybody was just jamming and rocking out.
Yeah.
One dude was smoking a blunt in there with tears in his eyes. I was like, damn, this nigga's high. I don't know what he's smoking, but it was coming right back on me. I'm over here getting contact.
Bruh, the loudest experience I've had was definitely in that concert. When he's like, he takes a break from the show, he goes to get some water.
But it's all on screen.
Yeah, the camera is on him, and he's drinking water, and he's not saying it out loud, but he's basically saying to the audience, I'm not coming out until y'all make a lot of noise. Yeah. And it was like loud, right? It was just like it was like NBA, or like NFL stadium, like a touchdown is scored or whatever, loud, right? And then he's like, nah, I'm still not coming out. Like, y'all not loud enough. And then it gets even louder than that. And then, he's like, nah, still not loud. And then it just reached like freaking like earthquake, like earth shattering decibels.
It was piercing.
It was so loud.
And
you
it
can
was
feel it. Like you can feel the
if
stadium.
you put a commercial airplane in a building, that's what it would sound like.
For sure.
That is probably the best comparison. And it was so loud that you had to like cringe or put your fingers in your ears. Like it was piercing. Like
it was almost like, I don't know how you've seen like those movies or shows where they're like, if you've seen like when Magneto is trying to like stop Wolverine and Wolverine is just like, you know, it just felt like you were stuck. Like,
oh yeah, that shit was wild. Like I'm standing right next to Keith and I couldn't hear anything.
Oh, not at all. You couldn't hear. You couldn't hear nothing
at all. And then when he came out, what was dope is like it was all a part of the act. But like you could see him, like I don't even think he said y'all not loud enough. He just basically was drinking water and he just shook his head and he pointed up like y'all got. He's like you got to get louder.
Yeah.
And then we did and then we did again and then we did again. He did that at least 3 times, bro.
Yeah. But the thing that's so amazing to me is like I didn't even consider him like an artist like of that magnitude.
Oh Lord,
because This Is America was a #1 record in the country, right?
Yeah.
It debuted at #1 and primarily because of the music video. But me, I'm just a fan, so I would have went to the concert if it was at the Orpheum or whatever.
Shout out to Andrew Schultz. Speaking of the Orpheum, that dude is fucking major. Go ahead.
Shout out Andrew Schultz. But yeah, I just think that before I went to the forum, and seeing him there, I didn't look at him as like that huge of an artist, but like when you see how many fans love his music, and he did a few concerts there, I think he did a few nights there, just seeing that and seeing like how loud people were singing word for word, and then we had that moment or that experience when he played that song Human Sacrifice, like and the way the confidence in which he dropped it.
Explain and what's so crazy is I remember, this is a wild thing about some music. I've heard that song because I recorded it at the time I had my Samsung phone, and I recorded it and I probably heard that song 2 to 3 times when he had released it from the live show. And years later, I still remember the lyrics.
Yeah, I remember that whole experience because like freaking lasers was shooting out of the sky. It was like these pink lasers that was like scanning the freaking
whole building.
And he was like, this some new
This my new shit right here.
And then the song dropping is just like the most amazing. I think like
it was dope.
It probably his best song I've ever heard.
Bro.
And it was sitting on his hard drive for
Lord knows how long.
Since 2018. You know what I mean?
And here's the thing. And I haven't heard that song in so long, but I could tell you how it started. He said, "Here go my new shit," and then it had to drop. It's like,
it was like, it's like these freaking African drums.
Turn all the lights out.
It shine brighter in the dark.
And everybody was going crazy. Normally when rappers, like he's like beyond a rapper, but normally when rappers be like, "Oh, this my new shit right here," people don't know how to interpret it.
And sometimes it's trash.
And it be trash, or they don't know how to interpret it. But because Gambino had the, advantage of a live band, and even though that song wasn't like from a live band, it was just so dope.
Like elements of it.
There's
a sample in there, but
absolutely. Yeah. But it was so dope that everybody was like going crazy. I was like,
what is it? There is, and this is why, like, I'm excited for this new album because that song is on there.
I gotta listen to this shit.
But there is a small community of people that go and look for this song.
Absolutely.
Because they heard it in the Google Pixel commercial. Mm-hmm. And then 2, they went to the concert.
Absolutely.
So there's like people that have recorded the song and then just kind of put it on YouTube. Right. And every now and then I would just go look for it. Like, dang, is this song like anywhere yet? Is it leaked unofficially? And I had made it up in my mind. I was like, dang, we may never get this song. And I told myself, I was like, I just got to get famous and ask him like, hey, bro, can you airdrop me this song?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's dope though, man. I think one of the best things we can do just as people is let's get back out there and experience some live, a live show. But I hate to say this, and this is gonna sound so fucked up. If your favorite rapper, you want to go there, go ahead and go. That's fine.
No,
but
don't do it.
but hold on. Let me say something else. But if there's somebody out there that you also love that happens to use a live band like Red Hot Chili Peppers, Childish Gambino, other artists like that may use a live audience, it's going to be a better experience.
100%. Yeah.
But
because we're saying that like seeing it back to back, right? So Ray Shrimmer opened up for Childish Gambino.
They had nothing but over speakers.
Yeah, and the quality of the music, like in the stadium, when you don't have the drums and the guitar player and the keyboard player, like acoustically, it just doesn't sound as good. But it like you can tell a huge difference just right when Donald Glover comes on or Childish Gambino comes on, and he has a choir and they're singing like these freaking like gospel runs and stuff like that. It just sonically, it's just an entirely different level. But there's some hip hop artists like J. Cole. J. Cole has a live band. His band is dope. That has it. But yeah, just experiencing live music in a stadium it's nothing like it, man. Or an arena. There's nothing like it. So I feel like everybody that's like a fan of music should go, see their favorite artists in concert in that capacity. So yeah,
absolutely, man.
Shout out to all these artists, these amazing artists.
Yeah, man. I think this is why Tiny Desk is so popular.
Yes,
because the artists that go on there, even rappers, I think Juvenile was on there and that shit was cold.
Yeah, with the rappers.
Oh,
yeah.
I like it like that. She working that back, but it also gives the artist a way to kind of not manipulate, but kind of like change the vibe according to the live instruments that they're playing. So it's like when you see a Juvenile, you're not going to expect for it to be that dope, and you're like, holy shit.
That's why I feel like, man, like I wish people cared that much. Like there's certain artists like I guess the example we're using now is Childish Gambino. There's certain artists when I hear like artists basically saying, I like the budget for this tour was X amount of dollars, but I took money out of my own pocket to bring like the violin player,
hell yeah,
bring the whatever, just to give the fans a better experience. And that stuff like it resonates with people. Like, like I think he was doing like because it was like because of the internet. I think he was on tour. Or it was probably camp. He had did like a college tour and like stuff like that. But you could see even back then it was still like live instruments and stuff like that. And he had it was much smaller venues, but he was still doing his thing. So yeah, man, I always appreciate like the people that are like they put when you're creating, they put the money aside. You know what I mean? It's like we're going to exhaust all of our resources to try to make this amazing. So yeah,
absolutely, man.
Shout out to
absolutely
Childish Gambino.
Yeah, I think we can go ahead and wrap this thing up, man. I don't even know. We can just trash that last topic. Not very passionate about it, anyways.
All right.
Yeah, we didn't give them the show we wanted today. We started a little later, man. Where we at?
Shout out and Happy Mother's Day.
Yes,
we didn't really get to say that.
Happy Mother's Day.
Mother's Day.
Yes, to all the mothers, the mothers who've made it past all this sex talk. I like to say thank you for listening, and also Happy Mother's Day. And it all started with Hennessy. Okay, so that's how it all started. You can look at those kids and say, "Hey, I had a lot of Modelo's or Hennessy that night."
Some Modelo's, yeah.
And that's where it all started.
Casamigos.
Yeah,
Casamigos is more of a younger crowd. So if your baby or if your child is like 1, 2,
women. I say women in their mid to late 30s. That was like the Hypnotic era. They was drinking Hypnotic back then.
Yeah.
So I say you maybe some of y'all had, if your kid is around the age around 14 to 18, it was Hypnotic, right? Yeah, especially a woman in their mid to late 30s. Yeah, I was drinking Hypnotic when you had your kid,
and a little bit of music.
Yeah, a little bit of music at the time. At the time, the music that probably got you pregnant. I'm gonna say Primetime Drake, and We talking about what 2009, roughly around in there.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll say
2009. It'd be like 15 years.
you
old.
probably got pregnant to Kid Cudi too.
Kid Cudi.
Yeah, that's when Kid Cudi had that hit record back in there.
Mm-hmm.
Day and night, I toss turn into my mind. That you probably got pregnant to that. You probably got pregnant to okay, we stick in the 09. You probably got pregnant to B.O.B. and it was a song with B.O.B. and Bruno Mars.
We need some real R&B though, like something sensual, not like just the popular music. What was like the R&B? Right, that was in that time, 2009, 2010. That's when R&B started to become like poppy. That's when like Oh My Gosh with Usher.
That's definitely
stuff like that. Make Love in This Club.
So
it wasn't no real like R&B.
Oh
R&B.
my God.
Yeah.
Yeah, you probably got pregnant to Usher for sure. All them O's translated to you.
Oh yeah, orgasms. Yeah.
Oh, you're pregnant. oh.
There was a video of Will I Am, and he talked about how he made that song. He said he was in, don't quote me on this, he was probably in like London or something like that. Mm-hmm. And you know, Black Eyed Peas is so huge, so they're doing like these freaking stadiums and stuff. Yeah. So he said they're out there, that they're doing their show, and I think they might leave or something to that effect. Mm-hmm. And he's backstage and he just hears that chant like, but it's like, you know, 50, 60,000 people.
That's like almost like a soccer chant.
Yeah. So he's like, yo, what is that? And they're like, oh, they're just like basically showing that their appreciation or something like that. And he like, yo, record that, whatever that is that they're doing in the audience, and then send that to me. So I guess they sent him the audio file, and then he basically took that chant and then turned it into like, you know, oh my gosh. So.
But you know, it helps that Usher is a fucking musical savant.
Yeah.
Like it starts off, oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah. And then
baby, let me
love you
did it
down.
Did it again, so I'ma let the beat drop.
To love you, maybe I can take it down.
Yeah, that was definitely people getting pregnant to that one.
For sure.
Damn. Now, like 09 was a huge year for music, man. There's so much music. Black Eyed Peas came out with an album then too. I forgot what it's called, but they had the boom, boom, boom. Gotta get that. Boom, boom, boom. Gotta get that. Boom, boom, boom. That shit was a hit record, man. You know, it was a hit record too because my Lakers, right? My Lakers had Pau Gasol at the time, and they used to call it Boom Boom Pow. You remember that?
Yeah. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, boom, boom, boom. Got to get that.
I just put up an article. It says it's the top 100. Top 100 songs of 2009. I'm seeing. Yeah, I'm a beat that. Oh dang, the Black Eyed Peas. I'm a beat on that. You remember that song?
Yeah. I'm a beat. That was had the best performing single with Boom Boom Pow, and another one was Lady Gaga was Paparazzi. It was Taylor Swift had a hit then, was the most successful country artist, but that's when she was trying to be straight country. Damn. Yeah, you gotta respect Taylor. She a OG, homie.
Taylor. Taylor's so astronomically bigger than any other artist. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy.
Maybe outside of Adele, but yeah, Taylor is in her second prime, like, which is kind of weird to say, because she's in a period in her career like where most people have kind of like, for example, Justin Timberlake just dropped an album, right? Maybe a couple months ago or a month and a half ago or something like that. And the album sold like maybe 70,000 units in the first week. Taylor Swift just dropped like 2.2 million on everybody
Taylor
had.
Swift.
Yeah.
Dead and gone, Justin. You found me, the fray. You somebody, Kings alive. I know that I can use somebody else.
Somebody. Somebody.
Someone like you. Oh,
Somebody.
Carrie Hilson, knock you down, blame it. You know you want me. Pitbull, I know you want me. Oh man. Pitbull got big at that time. Live Your Life. That was Kiss Me Through the Phone. People forget about Soulja Boy. He had some
Kiss
fucking
me through
hits.
the phone. See you when I get home.
Down, Jay Sean.
Telephone.
The Climb, Miley Cyrus, Best I Ever Had. Drake was number 22. Damn. Hot and Cold, Day and Night. Yeah, that was a big one. Party in the USA.
Forever. They got Forever on here.
Which one? Oh,
Forever
Want This
with
Shit
Drake.
Forever. You know why they got it there too? Is LeBron came out with his documentary back then.
Never mind.
LeBron had that documentary.
Last name ever. First name greatest. Like a sprained ankle, boy, I ain't nothing to play with.
Katy Perry.
Started off local, but thanks to all the haters, I know G4 pilots on a first name basis.
First name basis.
You remember this one? How low can you go?
Oh,
How
God.
low can you
It
go?
was played-
How low can you go?
It was some songs that were all played in the clubs in 2009. Everything Pitbull was in the club in 2009.
Yeah.
Anybody that's from Bakersfield, you remember going to Club Azul's downtown. That club had, like, it was jam-packed. It was definitely a fire hazard, but they used to play the same shit. Everything Little John, everything Pitbull, everything Flow Rider was played in the clubs back then.
Mm-hmm.
Remember,
they got Rihanna, Rude Boy. Come here, Rude Boy, can you get it up?
Come on, Rude Boy, can you
Oh,
get
Birthday
it up?
Sex.
Yeah, that was the pregnancy song.
Yeah, Birthday Sex was the one.
It's your birthday, so I know you want to cry out. All right,
Feels good, and I want you to go to my house.
Akon.
It's ready for action.
One of the song that I actually love on this one too. That's not like, I guess, the popular song that Coldplay, Viva La Vida. Dun 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 dun.
Oh, yeah.
Dun, dun,
That song was
dun,
pretty
dun,
big.
dun. I used to rule the world. Neo.
They got Run This Town on there. Feel it coming in the air. And the
09, bro. It was some straight hits on here, dude. Throw It in the Bag was a big song too with Fabulous and the Dream.
Yeah, that was a jam. Empire
Asher,
State of Mind.
what happened to Asher Roth, bro?
I Love College. That came out in 09. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
that's crazy, bro. He got big. He got super big. I guess it was a story between him and what was the NBA athlete?
Asher Roth probably. Wait, what happened?
Him and the NBA athlete, like they had like, I forgot. I'll look it up, but it was him and the NBA athlete had like a parallel story, like they met somehow. I gotta look it up.
Asher Roth.
Green Day came out with 21 Guns in 09? Holy shit. 21 Gun. Soulja Boy had another hit. Turn my swag on.
Details working relationship with Logic. He's a really sweet person. They were working with Logic.
Oh, this is the top 100 we looking at. Already Gone, Kelly Clarkson. Yeah. Pop Champagne. Oh, that shit. That's another one that was in the club. Big time. Pop Champagne with Jim Jones and Ron Browse.
Yeah.
Oh, Pop Champagne. Oh,
Yeah.
Pop Champagne. They gotta go to the clubs and they're gonna pick it up. They're gonna pick it up.
Bro, that's how I be knowing. I be like, when I be hearing certain songs and I be like, yo, this is the hit. Obviously, I know it's like,
That shit still slap, to be real though.
I know there's like money and marketing and music videos and radio and relationships behind it. But sometimes I'd be like, yo, that was a hit back then. I could do something like that. I could hit a lick real quick and just, give me a little ringtone platinum song or something like that.
Yeah, man. All right. Well, I think we're giving people enough, okay?
Yeah.
I think it's time for us to go ahead and leave. It's been a pleasure. Happy Mother's Day. And I'm sure that some of these songs off the top 100 got you pregnant back in 2009. Okay? All right. Well, with that being said, thank you for listening to a Trucker's Mind podcast. I'm Eddie McGee.
It's your boy K Things.
And that's the end of the podcast. I fucked up on the end.
God damn.
All right, let's try this again. If you made it to the end of this episode, thank you. We appreciate you. Thank you for listening to a Trucker's Mind podcast. I'm Eddie McGee.
It's your boy K Fins.
And we're out of here.
Peace.